David Wong, tutti fucking fruity.
People that waited in line just to share this experience of Venom, Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, The Rock, Final Destination. But I want you to know you are now entering the
Cinema
Chop Shop. With a top and the pop pop pop. Boom boom bop bop bop.
The Cinema Chop Shop.
What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try and recommend movies and music and trailers for you to react to, so click that damn link. Now, with that being said, we're here today to give you that full-on spoiler review for them Season 2. Now that I am able to speak freely amongst people who have watched this damn show, if you, for some reason, click the wrong video, I have a spoiler-free review. Go ahead and check that out. But if you are here for the spoilers, then stay tuned. All right, so I'm assuming that everybody in there at this point is here for the spoiler discussion, so let's get into it. I did not think that this show was going to be side. They lied to us. They lied to us. He said it's going to be an anthology. It's not going to be tied to Season 1. And this motherfucker lied. Little Marvin lied. This shit is definitely tied to Season 1. Am I mad? Hell nah, because that was a really good tie-in. The fact that those twins were related to that little girl from Season 1, I thought was a pretty interesting idea. And the fact that she gave them kids up because she thought she did not want them to deal with whatever she was dealing with, but then they had to deal with it any damn way. But that, to me, that was really cool. That was a dope ass tie-in. The fact that they had the tap dance man come back at the end and hit you with the what you gonna do, what you gonna do. I thought that shit was really cool. When he was coming up the stairs, I got super excited. Now, if you guys have not watched my top 10 black horror villains video, you might want to check it out because the tap dance man is definitely in that discussion. But I was ecstatic when that fool popped up on the screen. Now let's get into it. Let's get into James, Luke James's character. Luke James's character goes into a few different transitions throughout the show. Obviously, because he's going to audition for this horror movie character, and he's trying to figure out who he wants to be, right? So you have this small shot of him with the little with the mechanic jumpsuit, and he has like this gimp mask. And then it transitioned to him being like shirtless with the makeup on, and then a stupid a ski mask or something or pantyhose on. He has the pantyhose on. That shit looked creepy. I like that look. To me, that look was the best look that he had. Now, when he showed up to the audition and he had the same look with the overalls, but then he had them dumbass things on his arm, I was like, hold on, my brother, you might want to take them dumbass things off your arm because you look stupid. It looks like you knitted like some tea cozies and you put them on your arms. It looked dumb as hell. Like it looked like he had some. It looked like he went to a fat lady, and then she had some leg long socks, and she pulled them socks up and stretched them motherfuckers out to the point where they couldn't stretch no further. And then he said, "Let me borrow them," and then he cut a hole in the toe and then put them on his arms. That shit looked stupid. I'm sorry, it looked dumb. It looked like a ballerina sock. He should have kept the sock alone. But then they had the audacity to give this fool this Raggedy Ann look. I get it. The Raggedy Ann doll has been like tied to like evilness, and it's been tied to like Annabelle and all that other possessed doll shit. Like that Raggedy Ann doll has had a lot of stigma, and so did troll dolls, right? But to have the doll be kind of like your transformation, your monster, is dumb as hell. Dude was over here looking like Little Uzi or Little Yachty or one of these dumbass new rappers. He looked stupid, and he didn't have a nose. Like it looked weird. All right. I didn't like that design. I really didn't like that design. The red hair looked stupid. The no nose having ass looked stupid. And then dude was wearing a freaking bodysuit. At first I was like, dang, dude got yoked up. Like he's super buff. Like he kind of reminded me of, like, if you guys watch WWF, have you guys ever seen the Boogeyman? He reminded me of that. And I was like, all right, he kind of buff, like that's kind of cool. But then there was scenes where he was crawling or something and you saw it and he's wearing padding. Like you clearly saw that it was padding. And then the more close-up shots that they had, and he had like patches or whatever, and it was supposed to look like it was made out of material. I think that just took away from it even more. I thought that it looked stupid. It looked really, really dumb, in my opinion. That patchy thing was stupid. The little pretzel thing that he did at the end, that shit was stupid. But let's go ahead and get into a little quick discussion before I just tune out of this shit. I love the series. It was amazing through and through. I really felt like the storyline arc with the cop and the whole like secret society of cops, that shit went absolutely nowhere. Yeah, you found out that he killed the Watkins kid, right? Or he beat him near death, the Watkins kid. But the problem is like that shit felt like it led nowhere. It kind of was just there. You know, I guess we're supposed to find out that's the reason why the jury was kind of against her, but at the same time, as you've already established that this police organization is racist, so why do we need further explanation of why they would go against you or why they would seem like they were going against you? You've already established the organization's racist. Like, we don't need to talk about it no more. And that it just felt too forced. That whole like little conclusion and her killing her ex-partner or whatever, like that whole scene felt super forced. I really did like the twist to find out that, James's character, Edmund Gaines, I felt like it was really cool to find out that was really her brother, right? I thought it was cool. And then to find out that it was two different time periods, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know that it was two different time periods. I thought it was going on at the same time. So it was really cool to find out that it was two different time periods, and we kind of had to find. And then the last episode where we really get to find out that she was the one that was being mistreated. Because at first, we're always under the impression that Edmund was the one that was going through all the trauma, right? But it turns out she was the one that was going through all the trauma. She was the one that was shoved in the box. And Edmund was the one that was helping her out the whole time. So Edmund was like her guardian angel this whole time. So I thought that was a really cool nice little tidbit to add in. And I also thought it was interesting that they actually tied it into season 1 again. I'm going to come back with that because I want to make sure that we explain what's going on. It appears to me that family is cursed. All right. That family is fucked. Like, they're cursed because that young daughter had kids and gave them up to Miss Mott, who was a fucked up ass person. And through their trauma, it like created another just add on to like whatever their family's already dealing with. Like that family has so much trauma in their life. I don't know what the hell's going on with them. Like, I don't know. But anyway, that family's dealt with so much trauma. And then she feels like them living with her was going to give her more trauma. So she gives them to Ms. Mott. Ms. Mott gives them more trauma. They live a horrible life and they go two separate ways. And then one's life is okay. And then the other one's life is freaking terrible. So I thought that was a really cool tidbit, a really cool callback, a really good tie-in back to the original. But it just seems that bloodline is something with that bloodline. They just can't escape it. Like, if you go all the way back to season 1 and you go back to the settlers and shit like that whole bloodline, dude, it seems like that whole bloodline is just cursed. And it seems like it's never going to end unless we finally get to the season where they finally remove they find a way to remove it. But I'm really excited for season 2. I want to see where they go with it. I'm glad they brought back the iconic tap dance man. I think the Raggedy Ann design is stupid. Like I said, I would have preferred him either in the Gimp mask. I would have preferred him wearing the freaking the pantyhose on his head. But you got to lose the stupid armbands. Again, Pam Grier, I feel like she kind of dialed it in. I didn't feel like she really... I don't know. Like, I just felt like she wasn't trying her best. And it's crazy because this show could have been like her show. And it was crazy to see Iman Shumpert, like freaking basketball player, on his TV show. It was kind of cool to see as well, too, even though her son kind of looked like a LeBron James Jr. with an inflated head. But that's a conversation for another day. But am I missing anything else? Not really. I kind of got all my venting out. Aside from those gripes, I really think the TV show did very well. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be? Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video. And I'll see you guys next time. You are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you are having a magnificent day. And adios, homies.
I want to play a game. Subscribe now. The choice is yours. You're now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop.